To Sensei Chat, Sensei's market update for March 8th. We're going to talk about some DEPIN. We're going to talk about the crypto news. We're going to talk about all kinds of different things happening in crypto right now, information that you need to know. Let's go ahead and start and get into it. I will answer your questions when I can, but there's so much going on. Let's go ahead and talk about this. BioFi at a $3 million market cap. Let me update this. Did this go down? This must have probably went down. Let me just update this. I think this went down. Nope, 3 million. Wow. It's got to feel good, right? I mean, we've been holding for a while. You know, I told you guys right here, like right in this area, that I was buying BioFi, right? And I was telling you why. I was telling you because the phone was about to get into testing. You would have had a 1,500% gain if you would have followed me into this trade, which is pretty awesome, which feels really good, right? You know, putting money into something and getting rewarded for it. You know, sometimes it does take some time, but man, it feels really, really good right now. And my BioFi currently right now is worth over 200 grand at this current moment in time. At this price right here, over 200,000. So it's feels really good. Feels really good to see this. The reason is because of this. They got ACASA approved. All right, and I told you that this was coming over the last few days in kind of in Ultra Bull chat that ICASA approval was just it was already done. It was just days away from being announced. Okay, and the reason it wasn't announced last week is because it took some time. They had some issues in the back and I guess in the office with computers, but right now it is approved, which means that BioFi can now take orders from companies and start manufacturing phones. We are there. We are there. All right. So I am hoping that this goes even higher. I would love to see BioFi at a 20, 30, $40 million market cap. And I think as AVAX pumps and the rest of this market pumps, and if they can get some real serious phone orders from some of these manufacturers of, you know, 300,000, 400,000, 500,000 phones, I think it could be truly insane for the market cap, right? At about 2 cents, I would if BioFi is able to get to 2 cents, which is basically you're talking about like a $20 million market cap, I will have turned $10,000 into about 1.2 or 1.3 million dollars, right? So that's what I'm trying to do. That's my goal. We'll see what happens. Obviously, I don't know the future, but it does feel really good to have. To see this finally happen, and the reason this has happened is because of this ICASA approval. This is really big for BioFi. This is really, really big. Okay, Node AI, guys. This is something that we talked about in Sensei Chat quite some time ago. This was what, like two weeks ago. This was just insane, guys. This went up to $140 million market cap. From what I called it at like a $5 million market cap, and the next day it went down to like 3 million, and then it just took us on a complete ride. So I hope you guys made some money with me. I know a few of you got into this project when I did, and if you did, you just made an insane 30 or 40x, which is just truly incredible. I have sold a lot of my position here, and I've moved it into some other things. You know, once something goes up this much percent, you know, I'm really looking for the next, you know, 20 or 30x. Can this thing go to $1 billion market cap? I have no idea. Maybe possibly, but it's definitely not going to happen, you know, overnight. So I've taken massive amounts of profit and I've rolled it into some other stuff. Okay. IO.net. Okay. I brought this up to you guys in previous chats. You need to be focused on this. Okay. When this launches, I'm going to be buying into this, you know, depending how it launches or if we can get it on a launch pad, but they are partnered with Render, Filecoin, right? Solana. This is going to be insane, right? If there's a project that I think you should pay attention to that I think could go into the multi-billions of market cap, it's this project, IO.net. So please be paying attention to this project. It's truly going to be insane. And, you know, I hope it's going to give us a ton of value. I'll post this in case you're a new member and you haven't seen this project. I'll post a link to it. And you guys can go ahead and take a look at that project, but it's right in the DEPIN area. So I threw a little bit of money into this meme token on Scroll. This is the first meme token on Scroll. Obviously, it's had a dump. It actually had a really nice pump, and then has since kind of dumped. I think I brought this up to you maybe 2 days ago. You know, it was definitely lower than, it was like right around this area. The reason I put money into this meme coin is, like I said, it was the first meme coin on Scroll. And also, if you look at who's following this meme coin, it's being followed by some pretty big accounts. It's being followed by the actual Scroll Chinese account, okay? And Sandy from Scroll. Damn, Sandy from Scroll follows me? No. Really? Oh, that's pretty cool. She's a contributor and for Scroll. And so, man, I'm just surprised she's following me. That's really nice. So you have just two really cool accounts around Scroll that are following this meme token. So I took a gamble and put a little bit of money into it. All right. As you can see, people have been just kind of dumping, but we'll see what happens. Right now it's at about a $14.8 million, 14.6. I think when I posted this was $8 million market cap. I think it was around $8 million when I posted. Okay. Obviously IO.net, Ignition's community quests are now on Galaxy, right? So I shared this with you in the community. If you are not doing these Galaxy quests, I really think you should be doing them. I shared this in, I think, let me see, is it in an Alpha Sensei? I think it's in Alpha Sensei. Remember, guys, I'm posting stuff to you in Alpha Sensei. Let me see, is it here? 1 second. I mean, I post so much stuff in here. Sometimes I don't know where it is, but anyways, let me get back to this. They have a Galaxy quest for this, okay? And so let me go ahead and copy paste. Hold on, is there hold on, io.net Ignition airdrop? Yeah, there's an airdrop. You can be doing different quests for this. You have to sign in for it. Let me give it to you here. IONET has announced that in their Discord and AMAs that there won't be any pre-sales or seed rounds. Best way to get in is farming the airdrop. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, I can't know everything about every project, but that's really good information. So you should be doing this right now, like today. Go start farming this airdrop with this Galaxy Quest, okay? Please take my advice here, okay? And go and do this. I'll leave the docs here. I'm not going to go through this whole project with you. We've talked about this a few different times. But IONET Cloud is a state-of-the-art decentralized computing network that allows machine learning engineers to access distributed cloud clusters at a small fraction of the cost of comparable centralized services. Modern machine learning models frequently leverage parallel and distributed computing. It is crucial to harness the power of multiple cores across several systems to optimize performance or scale it to larger data sets or models. Training and inference processes are still not simple tasks running on a single device, but often involved in coordinated network of GPUs working with synergy, right? This is really something that I think is just going to be massively insane, like massively. I mean, this is the cost here: AWS, Google Cloud, CoreWeave, and then, you know, how much it's going to cost here for is huge savings. Like this, I think this is going to be multi-billion-dollar market cap, guys. I truly believe that in my heart. I could be totally wrong. But this fits right in the narrative right now of DEPIN, right? I really think you need to spend some time learning about this and doing these Galaxy quests. All right. No Chill. We are still waiting on some confirmation of what's happening with No Chill. You know, there are some, you know what? I was going to talk about this later, wasn't I? Yeah, you know what? I'm going to talk about this later. All right. I wanted to play this for you right here. This is a clip. CFTC chairman testified in front of the House AG committee, agricultural committee, and the agency is closely working with Gary Gensler and the SEC on classification of Ethereum as a possible security. Plans for custody and ETH on its platform. So, I don't know what would happen if ETH is actually considered a security, right, instead of a commodity. That could be interesting. But let me play this.
If we do have any action by the SEC to essentially validate that decision, i.e., constituting Ether as a security, it would then put our registrants, our exchanges who list Ether as a futures contract, sort of in non-compliance of SEC rules as opposed to CFTC rules. So I am working with Chair Gensler, we're working with his office, we're working with the agency to ensure that whatever steps are taken are deliberate, that we're involved, and that they understand certainly what the consequences would be if there was a decision by the agency to determine that Ether was a security. As of now, we need to preserve the integrity of our markets and understand that this is a years-old decision where these markets are functioning well under the decision and the conclusion that Ether is a commodity.
So we'll have to see what happens with Ether. If Ether is in fact a security, that could pose a lot of really interesting things for the Ethereum ecosystem, right? I don't know what would happen to Ethereum if it's actually considered a security. I think it would overall be a bad thing, but time will tell, guys. There was still never an investigation into Ethereum Gate where Bill Hinman was paid to give that speech, where people from Ethereum, the Ethereum Foundation, helped him write that speech to give Ethereum the clarity that it needed. People made billions of dollars, and I think there's hopefully an investigation that comes. But also, I hear people saying that Ethereum ETF is coming in May, so we'll see how this goes. Okay. Bloomberg hosts declare that the era of meme coins is back. Usually retail is back when meme coins are back. I just think it's funny that you actually are having Bloomberg now talking about meme coins. Let me play this.
Looking like it's going to close in the green. I do want to talk about something we just chatted about on radio, guys. The era of the meme coin is back. Can you believe that?
No, I don't.
Tell
me more, Tim.
Okay, there's Pepe the dog, Pepe the frog themed coin, and dog with hat. This is new to me. I'm just learning this from Among the Most Read, Muyao Shen.
I think this is all just
the
to
Pepe
say
coin
it is certainly back.
Okay. Is that where we're at? Is this like the contrarian sell signal now?
That's what I'm thinking. This is like there's a sentiment indicator here, right?
So as soon as Bitcoin hits 69,000, what happens to all these other meme coins? That's the big question, right?
Can't believe it.
Well, not really, right? Because now you're waiting for that Ethereum ETF. And so if you think about it, perhaps exuberance can keep going because, even if interest rates stay higher, it has not popped the bubble of money going into these types of investments.
Yeah, it should be.
We'll have to see, right? They're even talking about the Ethereum ETF in that little clip there, right? I warned people on March 6th just on Twitter, right? Obviously, I tell you guys in Cryptonairz kind of what's coming and what's going to happen, right? You all knew that this was happening if you were coming to my last chats. But I kind of hinted at it on Twitter. I think this was yesterday, right? March 6th. No, this was 2 days ago. I said I hear some big news from BioFi is about to happen. Could it be ICASA news? And so I thought this was fun, hey, depends who you follow on Twitter, right? If you're not a Cryptonairz member, follow me on Twitter. I do drop some alpha sometimes before things happen. Obviously, if you got into BioFi, or if you would have taken this news that I had here, you'd be up 200% today. But it's all good. I did see this. I thought this was interesting. The Parallel Fi early access testnet is now open. Explore the first Omni chain layer 2 with unified liquidity, native yield, NFT yield, restaking, and more. Use the testnet. Obviously, I do think there's going to be an airdrop involved in this. I do believe I posted this in Alpha Sensei, but I'll give you this too. You can see kind of by participating in early access, Parallel users will earn up to six sources of yield. ETH staking APR, restaking APR, Egan Layer points, which is going to be a huge airdrop, right? Egan Layer, I think that's another project that I brought up to you guys months ago that's going to be huge. Liquid restaking token points, Parallel diamonds, and additional Parallel and partner bonuses. So, if you want to participate, spend some time doing this, please feel free to take a look. What are we talking about here? IO.yet? No, it hasn't launched yet. Hasn't launched yet, but when it does, guys, I'm going in it hard. I'm going in it hard. So if you don't know, if you're just now kind of learning about this, Cryptonairz has partnered with Hourglass, and we did an AMA the other day with the founder. His name is Jet. Jet's a really cool guy, and I've actually been talking with him a lot. And this is a launch pad. And I think they've brought some cool opportunities in the last. I just got into an opportunity that they had yesterday. Let me see if I can pull this up real quick. Let me see if I get their Twitter. They have a billionaire who's backing the project, which is actually really cool. But they had this launch that I shared inside of Cryptonairz. Was it Big Arcade? Yeah, here. I think this is it. Let me hear.
Hey guys, my name is Paul Mack, and I'm the founder of Bigger Arcade. And we've managed to do what no one in the world has ever done before, and that's turn levels in games into assets you can actually own. And what's cool about that is when you own a level, you earn all the money that level generates in perpetuity. Doesn't matter if you're awake or asleep, you're just going to keep earning money. And this happens with every single level on every game in the Bigger Arcade, meaning the more levels you own, the more income streams you have, the more money you make. It is a genuine, commercially sustainable, infinitely scalable play-to-earn gaming model. And our dream is to essentially do for gaming what online poker did for poker. We want to be that one destination where millions of people all around the world log in every day to compete with each other over fun games to earn an income. And we've built our platform for just that. So our platform is currently live, biggerarcade.org. We're just in public alpha right now, getting as much feedback as possible. But we've already gone, in the last 3 months, we've got our first 1,200 players. Thank you to you all. They've generated about $800,000 in revenue. And as you can see, our top 2 players have earned about $100,000 a piece. Now imagine this at scale. Once we hit 100,000 players plus, some gamers are going to be making millions of dollars every quarter just by playing games. So that's our end goal. Now, like I said, we've designed this arcade to go mainstream, mass market. We want millions and millions of players, so we've designed it to ensure millions of players can play. Simply log in with an email address, you can start playing for free. Right now with our alpha, we've got 8 games live. It's going to stay that way until we push mainnet, which is estimated for April 2024. It's now January. Until then, we're focusing exclusively on onboarding as many gamers as possible. So come check us out. Come see how our model works and start practicing these games.
So this was one of the opportunities that we got into yesterday. I shared this in the community. Hourglass had this investment. I invested. I actually, Gabe and I, just to be fully transparent with everybody, Gabe and I are doing investments together with this. And so me and him invested $20,000. We are staking our tokens. And me and him invested $1,000 in a piece into this project, and I shared this in the Discord when this was happening. So if you got into this, cool. I think this will be a pretty cool project and should be kind of exciting to see what happens. All right. How you basically, if you want to know, now you need 5,000 weight tokens to stake as the minimum. It used to be 1,000. Basically, you go to the Hourglass, their launch pad here. You click their launch station. You click launch app here on the right or on the bottom, and as you can see, here are the tokens that Gabe and I have staked. This is how long that we've staked them, 360 days. I was going back and forth whether to do this for 180 days or 360 days. You earn double the points for going for that little bit extra longer. And this is not something where like I'm wanting to trade in and out of the weight token. I'm here for these opportunities for the seed round investments. And so that's what I care about, right? Cool. Is it good if the weight token goes up in value over time and I can unstake and sell? Sure. But I'm here to get into seed round opportunities. Also, I was talking with the CEO, and there's going to be some opportunities where they're going to have extra seed round money that they're going to need to raise. And he's been connecting me with some of the CEOs. Like I was talking with the CEO of Aether Games yesterday, the day before, and I was like, hey, do you guys need to raise any more money? They just launched their project on they had a whole Polka starter and a bunch of other things, but he's been able to connect me to some CEOs, and I'm sharing projects with him too. So there's going to be opportunities where we're going to be able to get Cryptonairz members in our community into some of these seed rounds without actually having to have the weight token. Obviously, if you have the weight token and you have it staked, you're guaranteed to get into opportunities, and some of these opportunities may be far and few between, but there are going to be opportunities for being a Cryptonairz member, and I just wanted to share with you what was going on with that. Okay, so I thought that was kind of fun. I thought that was kind of cool. Let me keep going here. This is just a little bit. I mean, this is Hourglass Foundation reveals incubator and billionaire Jeff Mahoney as chairman. So this is who's backed by the company is backed by this billionaire Jeff Mahoney. So I was just doing a little bit of research before we invested, and I thought this was actually pretty cool. So they gave us a tour of the offices in that AMA, and I think that AMA is going to be put out on my YouTube channel here very soon. All right, just here's a little bit more money. Not money. Here's a little bit more information on Panda. If you actually want to invest in this meme token, here is the information on how to do that, guys. Remember that meme tokens are very, how can you say this? Meme tokens, 99.9% of meme tokens end up going to zero, right? So be very careful, right? This could go to zero. I just am in it because two accounts, the official Chinese Scroll account is following the project, and somebody that is a contributor in the Scroll ecosystem is following the project. I thought that was interesting, so I got into it. Okay, and here's just some more information on how you get into it. All right. A quick, everyone follows Sensei's wallet. I have a main wallet, and then I have several wallets that nobody knows about that I transfer money into. That if you leave all of your money in one wallet and something happens to that wallet, you're screwed. So I have my BCC Play wallet where I have, I don't know, maybe I think there's 60 or 70 grand in it. There's not very much money in it. And then I have other wallets that I keep more serious money into. So you can follow that wallet if you want. Be my guest, but there's only about 60 or 70 grand in it. There's not a lot. Somebody asked me about Open Mind Network. I did invest into this, redefining AI through GPU cluster networks, right? We just saw something very similar to this do, that 30 to 40x. Let me show you this really quickly. I think I have the resources here. Deploy a cluster about resources. Yeah. So, does anyone have, is this fake here? Go ahead and claim your rewards. I don't think I don't know if this is real. I think this is kind of just an example of activate your GPU's potential. Transform your GPU into a source of income with Open Mind AI. Our Intuit platform enables you to effortlessly monetize your GPU's capabilities simply by connect and begin generating revenue. I think this is just an example of what it would look like, right? Monitor your contribution score, track your AI task performance, and then you're going to be able to claim your rewards here. I've gone to this website a few times and I just like hitting this claim button. It's fun. But this is at a market cap of what is this market cap? 6.8 million, right? So, I don't know the founders of this project. I don't know, I don't have any inside information on this project. So please understand that, let me just, can I open this? Hold on. I don't know why that doesn't open. All right, let me go back to here. Announces the upcoming beta version of the Open Mind Network featuring an exclusive testing program for Open Mind token holders. Dive into the future of renting GPU power by deploying GPU clusters and utilizing GPU power for machine learning, ML, and AI. Right? Just in 5 days since launch, Open Mind Network token has achieved incredible milestones thanks to our vibrant community. Here's a snapshot: 6 million plus on Uniswap volume, 1,000 token holders, 6,000 token transactions. So as you can see, guys, this is a fairly brand new project. This is only a few days old, okay? And I shared this with Cryptonairz members just yesterday, and it was up 30%. And it's talking about introducing next level cloud mining, Open Mind on the Bit Tensor Network TAO. Open Mind Network will advance the deployment of advanced GPU clusters, adapting for mining on Bit Tensor now subnets, which I thought was pretty cool. So I'm hoping that Tau people find this and FOMO into it. We'll see. My investment into this was about $2,000, so it's nothing crazy. Okay. Let me keep going here. All right, so I thought this was good. Let me just refresh some of this here. Sorry, when I'm building a chat over a few days, Twitter wants you to, like Twitter is kind of a business. Every 24 hours, it wants you to reset these tweets. So, Elio Trades put this out. We're in the optimism phase, which I thought was great, which is right here, right? We're the disbelief and hope. This is where we were before, hope, and now we're here in optimism. Okay, guys, you need to have a plan. Okay, you need to have a plan to get out right in this thrill and euphoria phase. Okay. I plan to exit 90% of my crypto positions in this time frame. Okay, we're not going to know exactly when it's going to happen. Obviously, we're going to keep track of the market. There's going to be some signs that the market is going to start heading down, but don't get greedy. Make sure you're taking profits. I am not a financial advisor, so please don't come to me for financial advice, but you need to be taking profits. You need to be putting money on the side. You need to be putting it in like a stable coin like USDC. I don't trust USDT for anything because they've never had an audit, but I made a mistake. I made an over $1 million mistake in the last bull market because I didn't know quite fully what I was doing, that there was going to be this big bear market where things were going to go back down. I was in this euphoria phase, and I just didn't think things were going to drop as fast as they did, and then they tanked. Okay, so I plan to have a better plan this time, which I'm going to get out of all of my tokens right in this phase, right? You're never going to call the exact top, but we're still pretty early in this cycle. So, but just remember, guys, you do not want to be holding, when the music stops and you sit down and there's no chair, you do not want to hold down in this phase because you're going to lose all of your money. And you're going to have to hold until the next bull market if that's what you're going to do. So remember to take profits, put the money in your bank, put the money in a stable coin that you feel is safe, and just wait back till the market goes down again, and then we'll learn, we'll grow like we did in the last bear market. We'll find the opportunities early. We'll know what to get into, and we'll do the exact same thing we just did, right? We knew exactly what projects were going to go insane once the market started coming back, and that's how we were able to make 26 or 27,000% in the last few months in this community, is because we knew which projects were going to perform well, and that was because our team and our community have a ton of researchers. When you have hundreds of people working together on a common goal, you can complete so much, and that's why I'm so thankful for all of you here at Cryptonairz. Elio Trades also put this out. You can retweet this video to win at 1K in ETH. This is about Superverse is expanding with an absolute nuke of an AAA game partner called Metalcore. And so, we've been talking about Superverse for a very long time. Damn, that's loud. Hold on. Let me turn this down a bit. I think gaming has come so far in the crypto industry. So definitely want to take some time. And if you want to try to win $1,000 worth of ETH, you want to retweet this, be my guest. I mean, there's, a ton of people that have already tried this. So it's kind of like winning the lottery. Okay. Each king or queen gets 1K in ETH. Looks like they already drawed some of this, so I don't know if they're still doing it, but anyways, just something to take a look at. But Superverse is definitely a project you should have on your radar, guys. Like, let me just show you this. Like, we've been talking about Superverse for a long time, like in 2023. Superverse here. This just started pumping back in November of 2023. This was basically at, God, what is that? Is that 9 cents? Now it's at $1.50. Wow, that's pretty insane. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. I know some of the members and team were bringing this up, but let me see. Superverse. Hold on. 223.23. I'd have to look in trades. Hold on. Let me see. Superverse. $2.5/2023. Yeah, so right around 12/5/2023, we were mentioning it. 12/5/2023. 12.5, so like right around here, right? So 61 cents. So this has still gone up maybe, this is almost up 180%. So not too bad, not too bad. Phoenix Trade is a top 10 DEX by volume by all chains. Phoenix X offers reaches of 100 million in daily volume with less than 6 million in TVL, since active market makers can operate more efficiently on fully on-chain order book models, unlock new levels of capital efficiency. I thought this was interesting. I've never heard of Phoenix Trade. I don't know if anyone has any information or uses Phoenix, but looks like it has been kind of growing and up and coming. I guess it's on Solana, but I just wanted to kind of just show you that. Near Protocol has been pumping pretty hard, guys. Remember, we were talking about Near way back in early 2023. They are really kind of hitting that AI narrative. Exciting to see people learn how far ahead Blackdragon was with AI, LLMs, and Near Protocol transformers. TensorFlow and sharded L1 shared sequences plus DA trustless bridge plus chain abstraction. Years before people knew these terms, the dragon deserves to be the GOAT. And so, man, Near Protocol. Let me see if I can bring this up. Near Protocol. Man, the information is shared so far back here. Hold on. Here, Sensei Chat going to be in 8 minutes. Learn about Near Protocol. So 7/29/2022 is when we were talking about this. 7/9/2022. Hold on. Let me show you that. I mean, hold on. 7/9/2022. 7/9. So we were talking about Near Protocol like back here, right? Obviously not the best time to buy, here, but I mean, if you picked up Near anywhere in here, you did a good job. Personally, I owned a little bit of Near back here, and then I got out of it and got into something else just because it was just flat, it wasn't doing anything. But if you're holding on to Near and you're making some money, congratulations. I do think there's a lot of growth in Near still. Near had a high in the last market of around $20, and it's at $5 now. The cool thing, like, I think a lot of people are focused on what's the shiny and new object in crypto, right? AI and DEPIN, and this does have a little bit of the AI narrative, but still, you have a $6 billion market cap. I'm really looking for those newer projects that just launched that can 50x, 100x. That's really what excites me, and that's really what I'm hunting for. Of course, there's a lot of really great safer plays. I'm all for that, but I really do, I do try to shoot for the moon on some of this stuff. I think Near Protocol is one of the biggest dark horses in all of crypto. Ilya was one of the original folks behind LMMs, e.g. ChatGPT, Gemini, and extremely competent. The chains have a solid social layer, good DevX, and relatively differentiated. So good information about Near. Obviously, Cubic, guys, we've been talking about Cubic here for a while. Rayon brought Cubic up months ago. If you got in it when he brought it up, you're up a few 100%. Obviously, it's been down just a little bit here, but just in the last month, this thing has done some pretty nice numbers, right? Gone from 222 all the way to 9. So this has done like a 400% gain just in the last month, which is nice. Yeah. 293% just in the last month. I mean, if you go to, it's hard to say, but yeah, just in the last 30 days, this thing's up almost 300%. Rayon was talking about this, I think, 3 months ago. So I bought a bag. I haven't even taken a look at how much my bag is worth. I put a few $1,000 into it. So maybe I have about 8 or 10 grand in there, which is pretty cool. Let's keep it going here, my friends. Of course, Render, we've been talking about Render, and there's supposed to be a big NVIDIA conference in 2 weeks. I'm sure Render is going to spike even harder when this conference happens. This person said, Render founder is literally speaking at the NVIDIA conference in 2 weeks, probably does a 2 to 3x from here. So maybe it's a good idea to buy some Render. NVIDIA has a huge market cap. Check this out. NVIDIA is 3 behind Apple and Microsoft. I think NVIDIA is coming to take that 2 spot, and maybe even NVIDIA will be the biggest company in the world very soon. I showed you guys Google Trends here last chat we had. AI is still one of the most researched topics on Google, artificial intelligence and AI. If you look at DEPIN is also really high up there. So that is why I think you should be focused on the AI and DEPIN narratives. If you can have a project that has both narratives in it, I think that's really a winner. Obviously you have to check out the team and what the use case is, and if people are going to use it. There's a lot of other things, but this is really where you should be focusing your attention. This is where all the money is going to be made in this bull market, right? There's also crypto gaming, and of course that's a great area, but AI and DEPIN far outweighs the Google searches right now, what's actually happening. This is interesting. This is not the clip, but Fundstrat's Tom Lee, CNBC, Bitcoin could never go over Bitcoin could be over 150,000 in the next 10 to 12 months, or 12 to 18 months. Let me play this.
When Bitcoin was 4,000, it came down from 20,000, and you used to come on and say, yeah, by the end of the year, it's going back to 20,000. I don't know how you feel confident doing those things. Now you've done it again, really, and with the, I don't know, what did you say by the end of next year? Where could it be in your view?
Well, I think that sometime in the next 12, 18 months, Bitcoin can be over 150,000. But that's because, the backdrop for Bitcoin is so much more favorable today. We've got more visible demand from the spot ETF. And we know the supply dynamic is improving with the halving coming up, which is less than a month away. It does help that the Fed is becoming dovish. I mean, that's easier monetary policy. And I think from a regulatory perspective, we had so many hammers dropped in the last 12 months, really 18 months, that unless it's going to be worse over the next 2 years, Bitcoin's already faced sort of the peak of regulatory backlash.
All right. Can you imagine Bitcoin going to 150K? I think it's very well possible with all of the institutions buying. I mean, it really hasn't even gotten started yet. Richard Hart was been putting out some information. He said, Bitcoin, good news. The biggest green candles come after the previous all-time highs was breached, and the 2021 million 69K high just got breached. Did Bitcoin do a 3.5x from 2017 to 2024 all-time high? As you see, each pump has gotten smaller. If you like Bitcoin, consider finding something appreciating faster, so you might have some more BTC. Here's just talking about the cycles here. And I'm going to talk to you about some projects that I'm really focused on here in just a second. BlackRock filed with the SEC to purchase a spot Bitcoin ETF for its global allocation fund, which is pretty interesting, which means even more money could be pouring into Bitcoin ETPs. The fund may acquire shares in exchange-traded products, ETPs, that seek to reflect generally the performance and the price of Bitcoin. By directly holding Bitcoin or Bitcoin ETPs, including shares of Bitcoin ETPs sponsored by an an affiliate of BlackRock. The fund will only invest in Bitcoin ETPs that are listed and traded on a national. It doesn't really kind of give you the rest of that there, but just big news floating around. You do have Gary Gensler talking about Bitcoin here on. I don't know if this is CNBC or whatever, but let me play this.
Highly speculative asset class. One could just look at the volatility of Bitcoin in the last few days. And look, I grew up loving roller coasters. Maybe in my adult years I don't ride them as much, but you really should be conscious as the investing public that this is a bit of a roller coaster ride on these volatile assets. And then the question is how firm is the foundation of the, you get to the top of that hill, how's the foundation underneath it? This is a highly speculative asset.
The guys, all of crypto is highly speculative, right? If you think crypto, the technology in crypto is even close to being kind of like fully built out and ready to be used on a massive scale, most of it is not yet, right? Most of it is not even close, right? So a lot of this stuff, we're just speculating. And where you want to be speculating is where the hottest narratives are. That is just plain and simple. You want to go where the money is flowing, which is AI, DEPIN, and of course, crypto gaming. I'm not going to play this for you because this is kind of silly. This is a clip talking about Michael Saylor thinking that Bitcoin's going to go to 15 million. We only need $63 trillion of inflows into Bitcoin to make it $15 million. I mean, put down the crack pipe, honestly. I even might make a video for my YouTube channel on this. There's not enough actual cash in the world to do this, let alone you can't really tokenize stock or bonds or real estate and put it on the Bitcoin network, right? So how are you even going to come close to this? I don't know. Anyways, I just wanted to show you here kind of like where most of the money is in the world. Stock markets, the whole stock market is only $40 trillion, right? Bond market is $120 trillion. Real estate's about $300 trillion globally. Foreign exchange market's about $6 trillion. Where would you find the money to put enough money into Bitcoin to break it that high, right? The Federal Reserve balance sheet is about $8 trillion, right? So I just, some things that get posted on Twitter are just, it's just not helpful. Anyways, let's talk about a few projects that I am keeping a close eye on. Nimble Network, democratizing AI, decentralizing training and interfacing, run powerful AI models and commodity hardware. So I think this is something that we definitely should be paying attention to. Let me play this for you.
Welcome to Nimble Essentials. The goal of these videos is to help you understand, in very simple terms, the problem Nimble solves in decentralized AI and the approach we're taking to solve it. By simplifying things, many details may be excluded, so if you are an expert, sorry about that. This video is designed to be jargon-free, so anyone can understand what the hype is all about and how Nimble fits into it. So, we all interact with AI every day already. It's in our search engines, our streaming platforms, and many, many other systems we use all the time. These systems make guesses about us. When we use Google search, for example, the search engine is making a guess about what we might want to find based on the words we type in. But there's a lot going on behind these guesses they're making. The search box is just a front for a system that has many parts and is actually combining a lot of different guesses together into one final really, really good guess. Let's break down a single search example to illustrate. When you come to the search box, you start by typing in a query. So the first task of the search engine is to guess what this text in your search actually means. And this can be really tricky. Guessing what this means correctly has been in multiple patents from Google. It's not as easy as it looks, but there is a tool for that. In goes the text, and out comes a guess of what the text means. You can think of that system as just a black box. But this box exists in a system with many other black boxes, each making guesses and passing their guess on to the next box. With each step, the quality of the guess gets a little bit better, with a little more context. The end result is an extremely accurate search result. But on their own, the black boxes don't really do much. They became powerful by working together towards the same goal. In big tech companies, internal tools called machine learning platforms provide the connections between the boxes. Think of them like the glue that hold it all together. What Nimble is building for the decentralized world is that glue. The Web3 AI space has many fantastic protocols working to provide the raw materials for decentralized AI. Some provide the computing resources by pooling together GPUs from miners across the world. Some collect data to be used in teaching the black boxes how to make better and better guesses. and others still provide incentives for running the black boxes in a distributed way. Nimble complements these projects by serving as the glue that connects their outputs together. This lets developers build powerful, decentralized AI products by combining tools that are already available instead of creating them from scratch, much like an engineer at Google would do with access to their internal tools. This reuse can let very small teams create a very large impact. Without it, teams will struggle to create real AI products and may get stuck creating small demonstration products that can't scale up to achieve real-world use cases. In the next videos, we'll...
All right, so you definitely want to be paying attention to Nimble, guys. I think it's something that it could be a big deal. We're going to be talking about it here in the future. Also, guys, if you're a Cryptonairz member, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to go over to WAP. If you're signed up on WAP, please go to WAP, search Cryptonairz, and go down here to where it says write a review, right? If you can help us, I'd really appreciate it. We're going to give 4 people $50. The giveaway is going to last for another week, but if you click here and write a review, and if you can leave us 5 stars, we really would appreciate it. We try to do the best job we can. I answered hundreds of DMs a day from you guys. I try to do everything I can. The team does, the community does. We have a perfect review score. So please, if you are having a good time in the community, if you're making money in the community, please help us by leaving us some good reviews. I would really appreciate you. Okay. All right. So now that we talked about Nimble, let's talk about Peak. Okay. Peak is probably one of the biggest projects that you should be talking about, or you should be learning about. The blockchain for real-world applications, scalable, decentralized, green, multi-chain, layer 1, built to power DePIN and machine real-world assets. This is going to be big. Now, we talked about this before, right? Because we talked about if you own Crest, right? If you own Crest, you can qualify for the airdrop. I think you have to own like 2,000. And we brought this back up like way back here. Is Meat in here? Is Meat Popsicle here? Is Meat in here? No, I don't think he is. Meat was talking about this. Does anybody know if you can still qualify for the airdrop? That's what I'm trying to find out right now, and I think that's why Crest is pumping so hard. You need to own 2,000 either dollars worth or 2,000 tokens to qualify for the Peak airdrop, and this is huge. I brought this up to you guys weeks ago, but I do think this is going to be one of the biggest projects in crypto that is going to be launching. Please do your due diligence on Peak. Take a look at it, and really, start learning about it. We've talked about this in several Sensei chats, so we're not going to really talk about it a ton here. But if you're new to the community and you don't know about this, you need to start learning about this right now. Huge partnerships: Peak, Bosch, Fetch AI, DePIN hardware, running AI agents. I mean, this is going to be multi-billion. This could be in the top 50 projects globally, like seriously, like multi-billions. Okay. Aether Games, the CEO wanted me to share this with you guys. Aether TGC preliminary AEG launch tournament is happening. We want to celebrate the launch of AEG token. Therefore, invite you to a unique tournament where you can win AEG, whitelist NFTs, and other amazing awards. So if you want to go ahead and participate in that, that should be pretty cool. There's also Dojimi Network organizing the what does that say? I can't say that word. My tongue cannot roll. Gains. I cannot say it. Excuse me. I apologize. Web3 by building omni-chain layer and bridging the whole Web3 ecosystem into one unified layer. This is pretty cool. Let me show you this real quick. I mean, it's like a meme. It says our alpha version of mainnet, born from 100,000 hours of hard work, makes Web3 revolution. Thank you for our amazing team. Get ready for a thrill ride. Dogma stage net launch. Join us to make history. I mean, this is also, guys, going to be one of the projects that I'm keeping track of. I think this is going to do really well. So, if you have any information on this, please start sharing it in the community. But this is definitely something that you should keep your eyes on, and we'll be talking about it more through more chats, right? They just launched, it looks like, their StageNet, and so the launch of stage that's been generating a lot of buzz in the crypto space. Check out the press release. So here's the press release on it. This was just a few weeks ago. Take a look and keep an eye out on that. There's also, did we just talk about this? Yeah, we just talked about this. There's also AI-DEPIN, a cloud computing platform offering access to decentralized IAG-powered shared storage and compute economy. I did post about this in the community. I did buy a little bit of this. Hasn't really moved since I bought it. But I'm holding on to it a little bit here. So IAG is officially Render plus Filecoin on steroids, which is pretty interesting. Let me share this with you. I did post some stuff about it in the community a few days ago, and I know a few of you jumped on this with me. So let me show you here their website. So I keep checking on Luna to make sure she's okay. Cloud storage for Web3, right? Shared economy storage. AI-DEPIN is bridging decentralized with compliance for Web3. Decentralization network to ensure that users are storing data data are in complete control with their files. Blockchain technology, high security. This is kind of like your storage chain, but I think this is maybe a little bit higher level as far as they've been working on this for quite a long time. As you can see, this goes back to 2018 when they had their ICO. So they have been working on this for a very long time. This project has been almost 5 years in the making. So please take a look at this if you haven't already. I posted some information in the chat already in Cryptonairz. Okay. And then here's some information about Scalia and AI-DEPIN official. I think this is the tweet and information I posted in Ultra Bull. I'm going to be starting to make little videos too, starting next week, and posting them in Alpha Sensei, so look out for that. Just like news clippings and different projects that I'm looking at, just so it's a little bit easier for you guys to find. I have been pinning things in Ultra Bull that I want you to see. So if you're in Ultra Bull and you click this little button here, it's pinned messages, you can see kind of stuff. Hold on. Let me go down, jump to present, get rid of here, pinned messages. You should start seeing like things that I'm posting that I want you to see. You can only pin so many messages, so I've been trying to just do that. And then I'm also sharing things in Alpha Sensei. So make sure that you're checking Alpha Sensei. I'm posting in there almost daily. As you can see, in the last day, I've posted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different times in Alpha Sensei just in the last 24 hours. So make sure you're checking the channel. All right. And here is the coin market cap. Sorry, we haven't been sleeping well the last few nights, guys. Luna still has been having some issues, and so it's been a really tough week for me and my wife. All right, so A-Tor, guys. We've been talking about A-Tor in the community. QNT called this 7/6/2023. Let me just show you this. 7/6/2023 is right here. Right here. So called this at 44 cents. Now it's at $2.08, which is basically a 500% gain. If you would have got in, if you were in the Cryptonairz community, you would have had this information. You would have been in A-Tor right around here, and you would have made 500%, which would have been great. It's about DEPIN. We believe DEPIN is the prime use case for crypto and the best way to grow and scale a global network. A-Tor is building the largest private routing network in the world using blockchain initiatives to drive users on relay operators to participate within it. Our smart weave oracles in this distribution layer that can deliver on-chain rewards gaslessly, and our hardware, which simplifies complex network operations, greatly reduces the technical barrier to entry. Better blockchain technology exists to deliver DEPIN rewards than ever before to mass adoption. And then they have a quote here from Vitalik Buterin talking about DEPIN. So I'll share this with you. If you're new to the community and you want some information about it, please check out A-Tor. But we have been in it for quite some time. So big shout out to QNT Crab for calling that way back when you did, because that is pretty dope. Also, Rio, guys. Rio was called back in the community. 7/5/2021 is when Rayon was posting about this. 7/5/2021. Oh God, this was quite some time ago. Wait. I have the 7/5/2023. I was like 2021, 7/5/2023. So let me just go back. Can I go back as far as 3 months? No, here I'll have to go. Rio. 7/5/2023. 7/5/20 right here. So this was about 25 cents, let's say 21 cents when it was called out, and now it's sitting at $1.12. So this is up, about 500% since we called it, which is a great job from Rayon DeFi. That's about real-world asset tokenization. I think we did talk about Open Mind already, didn't we? I think we did. Yeah, we definitely did. We did talk about Open Mind. This is sitting at 6.5 million. We'll see what happens. All right. So when we're talking about Avalanche, right? So I've gotten some information from a friend that believes that AVAX is going to invest into No Chill, right? I talked to you a little bit about COQ, which that was an easy call to make, that they were going to invest into COQ early, but they're saying that No Chill is the next project. So I'm hoping that is true. I have like 50 grand right now into No Chill. I called it at $3 million. Right now, No Chill is sitting at about $16 million. So we're still up maybe about 500% since I originally called this out. This thing did go up to $30 million and then it came back down. I thought we were kind of like on a run here. Like it ran way up and then it came way back down, right? So I was getting really excited, and then I went to sleep, and I woke up the next day, and then we came back down. So we'll have to see, but there are some criteria that AVAX put out that how you would qualify for them to invest in your project. I did have this built out. I don't know why it didn't save. Hold on, custom filters. Let me see. 1 month. Why won't that? I have everything in there. Oh man. All right, hold on 1 second. AVAX. Let me just show you this real quick. Avalanche. So hold on. Total liquidity I think was hold on, let's just see here. Liquidity is 200,000. 200,000. Total market cap is $1 million. And it says it needs to have at least $100,000 in 24-hour volume. Hold on. 1,000, 10,000, 100,000. Okay, without warnings. That should be it. Filter. All right, and so as you can see, there's a few projects on here that qualify, right? And No Chill is definitely one of them. Also Kimbo, right? So No Chill, Kimbo, and COQ were the 3 projects I was telling people about. I don't know. Oh, you know what? Oh, I left out a filter. Hold on, custom filter. It needs to have 1 month. 1 month of live. Okay, so man, no, more than. Excuse me. There you go. Okay. So as you can see, here's the projects that AVAX would be able to invest in based on their own criteria that they've put out. So COQ was the obvious first choice. That's why I told you about it. And, I'm hoping, they did ask No Chill to make some changes to their website, which No Chill did. And I'm sitting on the edge of my seat waiting to see if they're going to announce that they're going to invest. So I'm hoping. We'll see. I wish I had hard evidence that's going to happen. Also, guys, Storage Chain's been doing a little bit better. As you can see, we're at 2.5 cents. We're kind of climbing. We're kind of climbing here. We're at almost a $550,000 market cap. So this is looking really good. We're almost at 2.6 cents. We had a little high of 2.7 cents. So we've been climbing here, guys, the last few days, which is really great to see. If you want to see what my nodes look like, here it is. I'm running 95 terabytes. I have been compounding the last few months. My nodes right now are worth about $112,000. I have 4.75 million tokens staked on my nodes. I'm running 95 terabytes, just trying to be fully transparent with you. All right. So, man, if Storage Chain can go to like $10 million market cap, I'd have $1 million. And obviously, if BioFi can go to a, $10 or $20 million, if BioFi can go to $20 million market cap, I'd have another, I could make $2 million just from those two projects in this bull market. So that those are some projects that I'm really hoping that go well, as well as No Chill. If No Chill does a $100 million market cap, I'd make some serious money too. So we'll see what happens, guys. But that's Sensei Chat. I'm going to stick around in Cryptonairz and answer some community questions. I am going to end the stream, though. I do appreciate everybody that spent time here on YouTube and spent some time with me. I'm going to stick around with my community, and we're going to talk about some different projects. If you want to come into Cryptonairz, you can go to our WAP page, and there's a link down in the description, and you can join our community. I appreciate you. All right, guys. I'll see you next time. Thank you so much.